So for question B, or group B questions, I chose question 1, which was write a question including a sketch that calculates the gravitational force exerted by our planet on the Chandra X observatory or another telescope in Earth's orbit, then answer it. So the question I came up with was, the Hubble telescope has a mass of 12,000 kg and is in a circular orbit of a radius of 570 km above the Earth's surface. The average radius of the Earth is 6.37 times 10 to the 6 meters, and the mass of the Earth is 5.98 times 10 to the 24th kg. Find the force of gravity acting on the telescope from the planet Earth. So they're asking us to find the force of gravity. So first thing we have to do is find the equation that we'd be using for this, and I concluded that the most appropriate equation would be F equals G for the gravitational constant multiplied by m1 multiplied by m2, divide that by r squared, which you can see on this whiteboard. You can just ignore everything else for now. Over here. So I also went down and broke down what each of the variables mean. So we know that G stands for the gravitational constant, which is always going to be the same, which is 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11, m3 kg to the negative 1, s to the negative 2. M1 would be the mass of object 1, which we can just make the telescope. M2 would be the mass of object 2, which we can make Earth in this case. And R is the distance of the telescope from the center of Earth. So once we have all that, we can go ahead and take our formula, which was up here, plug in the necessary numbers, which I have done so over here. And it's also important to include all the units, which I have here. So when we do this equation, and when entering it in, I make sure to correctly enter with all the parentheses on the calculator. Once you enter all this information in, you would get an answer of 99,378 newtons of force. So that would be the force of gravity acting on the telescope from the planet Earth. And that was Group B, question 1.